Hey guys, so I'm spending time in Puerto Armuelles. My friend who's here, she just corrected me. And so I'm gonna take you around as she does what she told me was the express tour for me today of Puerto Armuelles. So join me as you learn a little bit more about this city. So Puerto was founded in the 40s by the United Fruit Company, which is now the Chicquita Banana Company. And it's a purpose-built town in that they built it for their workers, and this is where their banana processing plants and all of that was, and it's also where they would export the bananas from. So as you go through the town, you will see the different levels of accommodation that they built for their workers in the town.
Okay.
It was a very thriving town, very happening place until I think it was the 70s, 80s, somewhere around there. Don't quote me on that, I don't remember. When the workers decided that they were going to unionize, and the union demanded more from Chicquita. They called their bluff, and the company pulled out. So the town became very depressed. And as you drive around the town, you will still see some sign of that depression. But it's actually experiencing a renaissance now. There's a lot of new businesses opening up. A lot of companies coming into town. We have a brand new hospital. We have a brand new baseball stadium. And by brand new, I mean 3-4 years old. Opened during COVID. You'll see there, as you drive through town, a whole lot of development going on, a lot of building going on, as the town is beginning to experience this renaissance. Not sure what's driving the renaissance, but it's there. We have our fairground and ball field. Over here, secondary school there. I'll take you to the cemetery when I'm coming back. It's an interesting cemetery. Coca-Cola also had a major bottling plant here. Now it's just a distribution plant. But this used to be a major employer in the town. And when that folded, that also impacted the health of the town. So as we go down into the heart of Puerto Armuelles, coming up on the left, you will see some 2-story houses. These were the middle manager's houses. So like manager, supervisor, middle manager, these houses were built for them. And that's where they would live. A little bit of land space, a little bit of room, a little bit more. I'm gonna take you into the heart of downtown and show you the area where the everyday worker would work. So our library, little park area. It's a very local town, working man's town. A lot of the people here are into farming or construction, or they work in shops and stuff like that. Not a huge professional town, but of course we do have professionals, lawyers, doctors, Indian chiefs, all of that kind of stuff as well.
This is the hospital down here?
Yep, that's our hospital.
Yeah, okay, back there. Nice, okay.
Yeah, nice state-of-the-art hospital.
How is the healthcare here?
Healthcare is excellent in Panama, especially if you can afford to pay for private.
Mm-hmm.
Public healthcare is actually good. It's just that, like public healthcare everywhere else in the world, you know, you have to wait long, and you know, you might not get an appointment for some time, which is typical of healthcare everywhere in the world. Well, not everywhere, sorry. In many places, if you go public.
Right.
There's a Catholic church, big Catholic church, and a private school.
Okay.
Catholic. This is an older ball field. Baseball is the #1 sport here.
Okay, I was just gonna ask you that. Yeah, okay.
Very weird. You would expect it to be soccer, but it's actually basebal. I guess
that Latin American
influence.
Yeah.
And of course, you have so many Latin baseball players
right.
who are, you know, gone international and playing in Major League and all of that.
What is it now? It used to be the airstrip, you said?
Yeah, back in the day of Chicquita,
oh,
when the executives used to fly in.
Oh,
now
okay.
it's just, we don't know what's behind that wall except flatland.
Okay.
They was very happy if that would happen. So this area is known as Las Palmas, and this area is the area where the upper management, CEOs and COOs and people like that would live.
Okay.
This is a private school called Las Palmas School, and it is bilingual.
Okay.
Some expats with young kids,
that's where
or people who can afford to pay it,
okay,
and want their kids to be bilingual. That's where they go. But this area now had like a clubhouse with a pool and
Okay.
right now it seems to be non-functional. But
Someone looked like they're cleaning it at least.
yeah, it's not always non-functional. Sometimes it's very much there. People can pay $5
Okay.
to go hang out there and use the pool. Here and the middle manager's houses, you see the land space that they have. Look at the majestic.
Yeah. Wow. Look at this.
Yes.
Beautiful
very
yard.
majestic,
Right.
spaces that
Yes.
they have. This area has a forest reserve. The guy, I guess, who subdivided all this land, he set aside an area for a forest reserve. Best time to go up there is really early in the morning. So if you are interested in walking it, it's a cool little walk. It's early morning.
Okay.
Because otherwise it's too humid, too hot.
Right.
So like this is a typical house that was back from Chicquita days.
Okay.
Except it would have been all wood. Some of that has been concrete.
Okay. Look at these nice yards.
This is a very, very typical Chicquita house.
Oh, let's see. This is a typical Chicquita house.
Yeah, for an upper manager.
For upper manager.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, all wooden, but
Yeah.
2 stories and
But 2
larger.
stories
Nice
and they-
yard.
Yeah, has the
Right.
the helpers quarters. So some of them, a lot of them have been restored. You'll still find a few that are not in great condition.
Okay. Now, who primarily lives up here? Expats or?
It's a combination.
Okay.
Professional Panamanians.
Okay, gotcha.
Doctors
Right,
and
right.
stuff. And experts. So in our area, this would be the expensive area. But relative to somewhere like South Florida, you can get, so like I know the people who live here. This is where the book club meets.
Oh, okay.
So relative to South Florida, the size probably costs you $500,000, $600,000. It's probably about $250,000, $300,000.
Yeah, this is gonna cost you like 7 to 8.
Right.
Going with this kind of yard, you're looking at close to $1 million in South
Yep.
Florida. Yeah, for sure.
But
with
here,
these kind of yards.
here you're looking at like $300,000.
Wow.
And that's for our area.
Right.
That's considered expensive in Puerto Armuelles.
Okay.
But because they have some 2-bedroom houses, they aren't all 3-bedroom. But these have even wood floors, like original beautiful wood floors, and yeah, a lot of the outer wood is termite or whatever.
Right.
But people restore them. The only true beach town in Panama because it's on the mainland Panama, because it's the only one that's actually built on the water. All the beach towns you find houses and homes and high rises or whatever built on the water, and then the town is a little bit back from the water itself. But I'm gonna take you right down to the waterfront and you'll see that our downtown is waterfront.
Okay.
It's built on the Pacific, which makes it a little unique. Expensive property is not necessarily on the beach.
These are what you say are called the Chicquita houses, because these were the homes that the Chicquita plant built for the workers,
Well, no,
right?
all 3 that I've shown you are through Chicquita, were built by Chicquita. This is the
Okay.
one for the workers.
For the
everyday
workers,
So they
yeah.
actually refer to these as Chicquita homes.
Okay.
Although Chicquita did build all them.
All of them, yeah, because these have like no land, no park, no big yards. They're right close to each other, on top of each, stacked on top of each other. Let's zoom in so you can see the difference versus the other homes that we were looking at before.
That over there is the rebuilding of the pier.
Okay.
Right. The banana pier jutted out into the ocean a long way out. So now they're rebuilding the pier.
And they've created like a little
playground.
park here.
Yeah, this has been here. You hear me talk about Gustos, they're right here.
Okay.
So we can park and walk if you want.
Sure.
All completely different, but the old pier was still, to the old pier on the other side there, was still there, and this village, it was completely different. There was a building there. And we stepped out and we're like, oh my god, this town is literally